Do you feel that we are living in a chaotic world? A world where things seems to be taking a completely different angle or shift than what you desire or what would collectively desire as a society? Well, in the scriptures, when you get to read the Bible in the book of Genesis, chapter 6, verse 9, it talks about this gentleman by the name Noah. Now, the interesting part is that Noah was living in a time and season when life was so chaotic. Things were happening that were not right. But it's interesting to note in chapter 6 and verse 9 in the book of Genesis, the Bible speaks about this man called Noah, that Noah was a righteous man. He walked blamelessly, before God in his time. And the Bible tells us that Noah walked faithfully with God. Listen to that verse. Noah walked faithfully with God. And in your own time, you can get to read from the scriptures all through from chapter 6 to chapters 9, just giving an account of the life of Noah and what transpired at that very particular time and moment. Now, what I realized in the scriptures is that walking with God isn't a physical aspect. Rather, it has to do with you and I aligning our hearts, our minds, and our actions to God. You see, it has to do with you and I having such a personal relationship with God, a relationship with God that is actually working. The beauty about the story about Noah is that this man called Noah chose to trust in God. Amidst all the voices that were there at that very particular time and season, Noah chose to trust in the voice of God. God comes and tells Noah, I'm giving you the instructions to ensure that you build an ark for me. Now, at that very particular time, they had not seen a single drop of rain. In fact, historical books tell us that somehow water would emanate from the ground. So not at any given time had rain been witnessed on the face of the earth. Not even a single drop. But this man called Noah chooses to trust in God. I can imagine what was going through the minds of people who were watching Noah, obeying God's instructions. They must have thought, this guy is crazy. This guy is mad. But there he was, convinced that the instruction that God had given to him was important and so critical at that very particular moment. And what can we learn from the story of Noah? I believe that God calls you and I to be connected with him in a chaotic world. God is calling on you to be connected to him in a chaotic world. God is calling on you to have your heart, to have your mind, to have every part of your life aligned to him. When you and I choose and purpose to move that direction, I can tell you we will live lives that are fruitful, lives that are productive, lives that bring glory and honor to God. Today, we can choose to walk with anything. We can choose to walk with anyone we desire in our hearts and in our lives. But I'm here just to admonish you, may you choose and purpose to walk with God. When you choose to walk with God, I can assure you, you are on the path of success and victory in the eyes of God. God bless you and do you good. Amen.